If you're thinking of trying to capture the water off your roof and store it in tanks, maybe to top up your pool, water your garden, or even divert it inside to the toilet and laundry, well, there's been a real breakthrough in water diverters. It's called the Supadiverta from Aquatrek. Dennis, people are still keen on capturing water, harvesting it off their roofs, aren't they? How does the Supadiverta from Aquatrek actually work?
It works on a principle of syphonic drainage, which enables us to use smaller pipework. A downpipe will actually never have less than 2/3 air. The way the Supadiverta works, it removes the air from the pipework. So the pipework flows full of water at increased velocity because it also generates head pressure.
It really is an ingenious device. Water flowing from the downpipe into the Supadiverta is diverted through a unique 750 micron filter and into a mosquito-proof reservoir. Larger debris is dispatched back to the downpipe, and any finer debris that passes to the reservoir floor can be captured and disposed of by the middle flush outlet. An optional first flush kit designed for Supadiverta is also available. The inlet is free-flowing, and when diversion is not required, water flows unobstructed through the Supadiverta and back to the downpipe. The three 20mm BSP syphonic outlets drain large volumes of water at increased velocity and connect to polypipe and PVC pipe fittings. So why is syphonic drainage much more efficient? Well, gravity drainage spirals water down a pipe's inside wall, but at the same time, a vortex also draws a larger volume of air into the pipe. This reduces the pipe's flow capacity, and the air pockets formed also act as physical barriers to restrict flow. Less water, flowing slower. Supadiverta's syphonic outlets are designed with anti-vortex baffles. When the water level rises during heavier rainfall, the vortex is blocked by the baffle and the pipes fill with water. This full flow of water also creates head pressure, forcing the water to flow at increased velocity. More water, flowing faster. But how fast? Well, even a short 1 metre length of vertical 20mm PVC pipe connected to a Supadiverta outlet will flow at over 50 litres per minute. Flow rates are then only governed by the size and length of the connecting horizontal pipe. Supadiverta comes with a removable 750 micron mesh filter. It is vital that the filter and lid are correctly fitted. The Supadiverta has 2 vertical ribs on each inside wall, and the reservoir wall locates the bottom of the filter. Simply place the filter's bottom flange securely onto the wall and then position the filter over the vertical ribs. Simply slide the lid under the locating tab and then press down on the lid's body to clip into place. Supadiverta readily fits 100 by 50mm downpipes. 90mm round and some other sizes are also easily fitted by using downpipe adapters. Here we see Supadiverta being fitted to a 100 by 50mm downpipe. Simply remove a minimum 342mm section of the downpipe and then fit Supadiverta to rejoin the downpipe. Then it's only a matter of reconnecting the downpipe and securing it to the wall. Supadiverta does not require bracing and must not be screwed to the downpipe, as screws may restrict the passage of larger debris. You can now divert the filtered rainwater to wherever you need. It's that simple. Sediment captured by the centre flush outlet can be drained to another location, while simply attaching a 90mm polypipe to collect sediment may often do. Fitting the optional 100mm first flush kit will also capture the initial dirty roof wash. Supadiverta also slashes water tank installation costs. For tank owners, Supadiverta can legally harvest additional downpipes, replace ugly downpipes diverted along walls, and undesirable wet systems. A wet system is a downpipe that has been diverted along or underground to then rise vertically up the side of a tank. The pipe then fills with water and flows into the tank's top inlet. Wet systems often cause problems due to the pipe's flow velocity being insufficient to transfer solids up the vertical riser. This causes a sediment build-up that often leads to blockages and stagnation. Most remote located tanks use wet systems, and plumbing the overflow back to the stormwater can be very expensive. Wet systems also require a leaf screen to be fitted at the top of the downpipe to prevent larger debris and mosquitoes entering the pipe. Regular maintenance is essential, but climbing ladders can be dangerous.
Warren Perrott is a green plumber, award-winning, and Warren, what is it about the Supadiverta you think is really going to be advantageous for people?
I think it's going to have huge cost savings, Dean.
Because people can do a lot of work themselves?
A lot of work themselves, yes, but also allows you to take the tanks away from the house.
This property had a familiar problem. They wanted a rainwater tank for topping up the pool and to connect to a toilet. But the only space available was a small side yard. A large tank was impractical, and slimline tanks were too long for the available wall space between windows. The position and height of the windows also prevented siting tanks near the downpipes. This left the option of siting the tanks away from the downpipes and diverting downpipes either along the wall or by wet systems. Very ugly, very expensive, no thanks. The problem was solved by purchasing two 2,000-litre tanks and height-adjusting two Supadiverters to also substitute as the tanks overflows. This eliminated not only the need for wet systems or ugly downpipes diverted along the wall, but also the need for overflow pipes, giving substantial cost savings and aesthetic benefits. In most situations, Supadiverta can allow for multiple downpipes to be harvested without risk of the tanks overflowing and is ideal for remote located tanks. 20mm PVC vertical drops connect to a 32mm PVC pipe that diverts the water through inlets fitted about 100mm above the base of both tanks. One tank is optioned with a 32mm inlet and the second with a 25mm inlet that is left cracked open, giving filling priority to the first tank, which then serves as a settling tank. The second tank thus fills with decanted water from the first tank to supply the pump. All PVC pipes were easily fitted by the owner for further savings, and optional 100mm first flush kits are now fitted, which manually drain to a small pit. By using Supadiverta, costs were slashed, the water is cleaner and ugly pipe work was eliminated, a neater installation you will not find. Whether connecting to drip hoses, to water dry garden areas, topping up the pool, plumbing rainwater tanks or replacing ugly pipework, every house needs Supadiverta. You can go to their website, supadiverta.com.au. It does come with a 2-year warranty. It's going to take all the headaches out of your water diversion setup.